Sages and prophets, philosophers, wise men and women in every century have told us that marriage, alone of all human institutions, is that one which affords our lives the greatest opportunity for joy, and for love, and for fulfillment. They also tell us that love and loyalty alone will avail as the only sure and certain foundation of a happy and enduring marriage. I would imagine that any married person that you might run into would join me in assuring the both of you that if you'll each steadfastly over the years conscientiously strive to fulfill the solemn vows that you're now about to exchange, the home that you establish will become a haven of rest, a place of joy, a fortress of mutual understanding and security for the both of you in a world that when we look out over today sometimes just seems so cold and chaotic and indifferent. Now with these values and ideals of marriage in mind, Mark, do you take Lisa to be your wife? Do you here today promise her that you will love her, honor her, cherish and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only to her for so long as you both shall live? Lisa, do you take this good man to be your husband? Do you also promise to love him, honor him, cherish and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only to him for so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, in just a moment, I'm going to ask the two of you to exchange some very solemn, very traditional, yet very familiar vows one to the other. Vows that have been said from man to woman and woman to man for centuries. We're going to have that in common with a lot that have gone before you, saying virtually the same words. Again, the words are very familiar. Probably every wedding you've ever been to, you've heard the bride and the groom exchange words like taking one another for richer or for poor, for better or for worse, sickness and in health. But before you all say them, I want you to think about them with me a little bit deeper than just repeating them. Even though people say them with great conviction, I think it's important that you understand the significance that really lies behind them. If you think about them, each one of those phrases is a contrast. Richer or poorer is like night and day, wet and dry, up and down. Fancy way of saying it is they're mutually exclusive. You can't have it both at the same time. And what they're meant to do is to take you out of this moment and ask for you to think about the future together here for just a moment. Now you've chosen each other to spend that future together, but in that future, because it's to some degree unknowable, there are certain mysteries out there. That's what the vows tell you. They don't predict what's going to happen. They tell you about all the possibilities that you need to reflect on before that you join together to spend that future together. Richness and poverty, health and sickness, and in general terms, better and worse. Now, understanding that, are you prepared to make this commitment to spend the rest of your lives together till death do you find that partner? Ready to do that? Mm-hmm. Now, this is Texas. So that means you got to look her in the eye when you tell her.
Okay.
I, Mark,
I, Mark, take you
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and hold,
to have and hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poor,
for better or for
for
worse,
better or for
in sickness and in health,
sickness and in health,
in happiness and in sorrow,
in happiness and in sorrow,
to love and to cherish
to love and to cherish,
forever
forever
and always,
and always,
until death do us part.
until death do us
I, Lisa,
I, Lisa, take you
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and hold,
to have and hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for richer or poor,
for richer or poor,
for better or for worse,
for better
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in happiness and in sorrow,
in happiness and in sorrow,
to love and to cherish
to love and to cherish
forever
forever
and always, until death do us part. The essence of marriage is commitment. The rings are the outward and visible sign of that commitment. They symbolize what you two are feeling inside, that inward and spiritual bond of love that unites unites two hearts in an ever-growing, ever-deepening relationship of trust and faith and mutual confidence. They signify the invisible tie, the intimate union, the total commitment of two lives into each other's care and keeping. Wherever in the world the two of you might find yourselves, these rings will announce to the world around you that you're married. In whatever circumstances and conditions of life that you might find yourselves, these rings should always remind each of you that the other's life is bound up in your own. Now may the meanings of these rings go ever deeper as the years go by, and finally may they serve to remind you of this most special of days. When you exchange your vows in these rings here in the presence of family, friends, people who love you both and respect you both and want the very best for you as the years unfold. Let's take her ring, please. Put it on her finger. Yes. Put it on his finger. Then take a nice picture. All right, now put your hands together. Now this time, I want you to repeat your vows, speaking together at the same time. In symbol and pledge
In symbol and pledge
of the vows
of the vow
that we have made.
that we have made.
With these rings,
With these rings,
we wed.
we wed.
And with our love,
And with our love,
we freely give
we freely give
one to the other.
one to the other.
Inasmuch as the two of you have consented to live together in lawful matrimony, and have witnessed the same before me and in the presence of this company of witnesses, and have given in exchange your vows of fidelity and loyalty one to the other, and have sealed the same by the giving and receiving of the rings. And by virtue of the authority that's vested in me, it is my honor at this time to pronounce you husband and wife. Now what love in all of its wonders has seen fit to bring here together, and with my small help here this evening, binds together, let no one now ever pull it apart. Congratulations, and you may now kiss your
Brown.
Congratulations.